Today on the Daily Scoop podcast from the Scoop News Group, an open letter against superintelligent AI, and Congress wants DoD to get up to speed on biotechnology to deter China. It's Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. Welcome to the Daily Scoop podcast, where you'll hear the latest news and trends facing government leaders. I'm the host of the Daily Scoop podcast, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for joining me. Now let's dive into the day's top headlines. An open letter released Wednesday has called for a ban on the development of artificial intelligence systems considered to be superintelligent until there is a broad scientific consensus that such technologies can be created both safely and in a manner that the public supports. The statement issued by the nonprofit Future of Life Institute has been signed by more than 700 individuals, including Nobel laureates, technology industry veterans, policymakers, artists, and public figures such as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The letter reflects deep and accelerating concerns over projects undertaken by tech giants like Google, OpenAI, and Meta platforms that are seeking to build artificial intelligence capable of outperforming humans on virtually every cognitive task. According to the letter, such ambitions have raised fears about unemployment due to automation, loss of human control and dignity, national security risks, and the possibility of far-reaching social or existential harms. The statement reads, quote, "We call for a prohibition on the development of superintelligence not lifted before there is broad scientific consensus that it will be done safely and controllably, and strong public buy-in." Signatories include AI pioneers Yoshua Bengio and Geoffrey Hinton, both recipients of the Turing Award, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, businessman Richard Branson, and actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt. On the political front, names range from Steve Bannon, former White House chief strategist under Donald Trump, to Susan Rice, former national security advisor in the Obama administration, and former chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mike Mullen. The open letter notes that while there is recognition of AI's unprecedented potential for improving health and prosperity, the development of superintelligent systems brings forth risks that have not yet been sufficiently addressed. Proponents of the letter argue the race among major tech corporations could push development past the point of no return, making oversight and control impossible. Concerns about national security, civil liberty, and potential human disempowerment are front and center, as are warnings about unforeseen consequences if human-level or greater intelligence is achieved in machines. Now moving on to other news, Pentagon personnel could soon be told to participate in new training programs designed to prepare them for anticipated advancements in biotechnology and its convergence with other critical and emerging technologies like quantum computing and AI. House lawmakers recently passed an amendment in bloc in their version of the fiscal 2026 National Defense Authorization Act that would mandate the Secretary of Defense to set up such trainings no later than 1 year after the legislation's enactment. Biotechnology refers to a multidisciplinary field that involves the application of biological systems or the use of living organisms like yeast and bacteria to produce products or solve complex problems. Those technologies are expected to revolutionize defense, energy, manufacturing, and other sectors globally in the not-so-distant future, particularly as they are increasingly paired with and powered by AI. And while the U.S. historically has demonstrated many underlying strengths in the field, recent research suggests the government may be falling behind China, where biotechnology research efforts and investments have surged since the early 2000s. The new House NDAA Biotech Training Amendment was put forward by Representative Chrissy Houlihan, Democrat of Pennsylvania, according to a spokesperson on her team, who said the Congresswoman led this as a reflection of the findings of the National Security Commission on Emerging Biotechnology. That commission was formed following a directive in the fiscal 2022 NDAA and charged with conducting a thorough review of how biotech and associated capabilities could shape current and future Defense Department and military activities. That panel delivered its major report and action plan to Congress earlier this year. For more news at the intersection of the federal government and technology, make sure to visit fedscoop.com. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Daily Scoop podcast, available on all podcast platforms. If you've already rated the podcast on your platform of choice, thanks so much. High ratings and good reviews of the show help more people to find it. The Daily Scoop podcast is a production of the Scoop News Group in Washington, D.C. Adam Butler and Carlin Fisher help put the show together, and the entire Scoop News Group team contributes. We'll be back tomorrow with more top headlines. Until then, I'm your host, as always, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for listening.